and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2022 Mitsubishi ASX. So let's take a look. So here we've got the Exceed model, top of the line, and the ASX has been around for 12 years or so now, and it's been through a few upgrades to the front end and a few tech upgrades, and this is the current incarnation. So at the front here you've got Mitsubishi's signature front end, which is available on all their models. They look very, very similar. So you've got bits of chrome, bits of silver trim, bits of blue and black, and you know what, I think it sort of finishes off the front end quite nicely, along with the LED daytime running lights and also LED headlights and driving lights as well. So what are your thoughts on the ASX, guys? Do you like it? Have you got an older one or this current one? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the ASX are 18s on the Exceed model, and I think it does a really good job of finishing off the look of the Exceed model. This one's had weather shields and a bonnet protector put on it as well. And if you also have a look, we do have only on the Exceed model is the moonroof, which we'll have a look at that shortly. So we'll come around to the back here. You've got your Mitsubishi diamond logo there. You've got the ASX badge on the left, Exceed on the right. You do have a reverse camera there, parking sensors, and this nice dark trim piece there to finish off the back. Alright guys, let's go and have a look inside. Alright guys, just inside the ASX. So first impressions, being the Exceed top of the line, it's quite nice. You know, you have nice soft touch leather on the dash, nice leather steering wheel with some piano black finish trim on the bottom. You've got some nice leather door accents there, and you do have leather seats, although the owner of this one has put covers on to match the exterior of the car. And look, I don't mind it actually. I think it does look nice and it will protect the leather. So yeah, so on the right hand side here we do have a few buttons for your safety features, your blind spot monitoring, your parking sensors, your forward collision mitigation, and your lane departure warning, most of them which you can turn off. You get nice leather steering wheel with piano black accents on the bottom. You do have your audio controls on the left and your cruise control buttons on the right. Behind the steering wheel you do have your indicator stalk on the right with auto headlights, auto high beam, and your fog light controls. As well as that, you do have auto wipers on this model. Everything seems to be automatic now. Alright, so we'll come to the dash. Now you've got your analog dials there, tacho and speedo. Unfortunately you don't get digital speedo, which would have been a nice touch on the 2022 model ASX. But you do have a few settings there. Now you've got your trip computers A and B. You've also got how many kilometers left till your next service, or how many months. Also your fuel range as well as your average fuel usage. You've also got the settings menu where you can adjust a few different other options as well. So to the left of the dash you do have your engine start stop button. Alright, so we'll come to the media center. Now the media center is basic, but it does an alright job. So you've got your media there. You can actually have AM, FM and digital radio stations. Also you get your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You've also got some settings for a variety of things: your sound control, your volume, your DAB, your display, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, things like that. So it also has its own navigation system, so you don't need to go through your phone and do it, although you can do it if you wish. Now it's a TomTom setup, so it's quite easy to use. Those of you who already have TomToms or have in the past will find this very easy to use. You've also got some information about the vehicle itself, and you can access your apps via your phone. Other than that, that's pretty straightforward. You do have a volume knob and you do have a tuning knob as well, which again, I quite like that, guys. As you know, I'm pretty old school and I prefer that over the touchscreen systems. So we'll come down to the climate control. It's just single zone climate control. You've got the knobs there. Like I've said before, that's my personal favorite rather than buttons, and it's very easy to use. So further down, you do have 2 USB slots, and you've also got seat heaters for the front occupants. Also, you do have traction control and a 12-volt plug should you need it. So we'll come down to the gear selector, guys. You've got a leather gear selector, and you've got this nice piano black sort of finish around the gear selector. It looks quite nice there. And I wanted to point out as well, just here, they're actually quite soft. You can rest your knee against it, and I'll be honest, I've been in some more expensive cars that don't actually have that sort of thing. So good on Mitsubishi for doing that. You got twin cup holders and a real handbrake. You don't see many of these very often now. It's mainly a finger brake now. So we'll come to the armrest. Now, it's not hugely soft, the armrest, I'll be honest. If we have a look inside, we do have a 12-volt power outlet and a little bit of storage. And it's reasonably deep in there, which is nice. So we'll come to the moonroof. Now, I'll just open it up. The moonroof has a one-touch open and one-touch close. And when it is open, it lets in a lot of light. It is humongous, this roof. And it's got lighting in the channels on either side. And if you have a look, you can see it lit up at night. That's really cool. Alright, so we'll come to the glove box. Glove box is reasonable. You get a laptop or a couple of iPads in there. Now, the owner of this one has had fitted some underfloor lighting, and they chose the blue to match the blue exterior. So I'll just show you that. I think it's pretty cool. Sort of gone all out with everything blue. I think it's really awesome. Alright, let's go and have a look in the back. So we're just in the back of the ASX. So if you have a look, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and have a look at the roof. I'm pretty much touching the roof, and this seat's set up for me. So the knee room's not very good, but leg room and foot room is okay. Now the owners have put seat covers not only in the front but in the back to match the exterior, and if we undo this zipper, we can access the rear armrest. Now it's nice and soft, and you do get 2 cup holders, which is nice. So we'll just do that back up. Also, you get 2 like mat pockets behind the seats, although they're not accessible with the seat covers. So you do have mat pockets behind the seats, even though they're not accessible with the seat covers on. You do get 2 USB slots for the rear passengers. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much it. So let's go and have a look in the boot. Alright, so we're just in the boot of the ASX. So here we have 393 litres of boot room, or if you do fold the 60-40 split fold rear seats down, you do get 1193 litres of cargo space. And as you can see on the right hand side, you do get the subwoofer in the Exceed model. Again, pretty cool. This one's also been treated to a genuine Mitsubishi boot mat as well, or cargo mat. Now, if I take that out and lift up the cover, you can see you do get a space saver spare and your tool kit as well, should you need it. There's also some tie down hooks and a little bit of storage space on the left. Alright, let's go and have a look what's under the bonnet. Alright, so under the bonnet of the ASX, so here we have a 2.4 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine, and it produces 123 kilowatts of power and 222 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a CVT transmission driving the front wheels, and the manufacturer's fuel claim is 7.9 litres per 100 combined. Alright guys, let's go for a drive. Alright guys, gonna go for a little drive in the ASX, so let's go. So vision out the front, really good, both straight ahead and towards the passenger side. Rear vision's pretty good, it's got a reasonably big back window. Vision out the sides is really good, big windows, so you get a good field of vision. And the mirrors are big enough and wide enough, and you get good vision out of them too. So driving around town, it feels quite comfortable. The suspension soaks up most of the bumps. Steering's pretty good actually, it's sort of point and shoot. And it's very smooth, and it's, look, I will be honest, it is a little bit noisy on the road with these current tyres, but it's bearable. You just turn the music up, it should fix that problem. So what's the performance like of the ASX? Well, let's find out. Wow, that's actually, I'm pretty impressed with that, the CVT, and it's got a bit of punch to it, actually. So it's good for everything, from going to the shops to get the bread and milk to overtaking. Well, thanks for watching guys, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons, as it helps the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Alright, thanks guys.